What's good, guys? What is good? Oof. The lock of the week streak, guys, is over. 7-fight lock of the week streak. I thought I was gonna break it this time with 8. If you guys know, you know my longest lock of the week streak ever was 7, and I tried to get it again. We had 7 in a row. That being Ignacio Bahamondes, Kevin Vallejos, Carlos Ulberg, David Martinez, Torres Finney, Paddy Pimblett, and Mingyong Zhang. And it all came crashing and burning down with Bo Nickel. It happens, guys. It's MMA. This is what we do lock of the week for, but I'm very sorry, guys, for my lock of the week not hitting. This was by far one of my worst performances on this card yet to date of 2025. I've never had a performance like this where I've gotten 6 wrong. I almost went negative. I literally almost went negative. I'm not trying to make this same mistake again. So we are looking to bounce back this week better than ever with UFC 315. This is the full card predictions for UFC 315. Thank you guys for being here. If you guys haven't already, give me a quick like. We're going to do a quick recap because we can't talk about next week without talking about what happened last week. So we're going to do a quick recap, go over all the fights real quick, go over the bets that I made, and then we're going to get into the picks. But I wanted to say, I dodged a fucking bullet, man. I didn't bet heavy this fight because, as you guys know, I was busy Saturday. But this card was one of those cards where it was a card where you either profited massively or maybe you didn't profit massively. But no matter what happens, guys, what do I say? The best thing about hitting rock bottom is what? That there's only one way to go. That's up. So let's get it, baby. Let's break it down. Miller, beautiful performance. I'm glad that she got that win, honestly. May the better fighter win. That's what we want in the UFC. We want the better fighter to win. Peterson, very good performance. 6 best bets and lock of the week did good. Just the bonus of the over 4.5 didn't hit, but the first bonus of the over 2.5 in the Montel Jackson fight, Montel Jackson hit, Peterson hit. But it was just a little bit of the lock. You guys know me. I need that lock to hit. I'd rather get every single pick wrong as long as the lock of the week hits. But in this case, lock of the week didn't hit. Peterson, very good performance. Bolanos got choked out by Lee. Gosh. Rodriguez retires. Very good performances, though. Honestly, Marina Rodriguez would always be one of my favorite fighters ever, in general. She was a very good fighter to watch for women's MMA. Bekov, crazy knockout. 6 best bets came in clutch right there. Santos, Tate. The 2 pick flips that I did on Friday, guys, Tate and D-Rod are the ones that I'm not pick flipping no more. Unless I have confidence and a reason to do so, missing weight or something. Jones versus Stephens was an absolute banger scrap. Smotherman loses to City. City is that guy, man. Jackson versus Montel Jackson versus Marcos was crazy. 30-27. I'd say it's the rightful scorecard, maybe 29-28, but it was a very close fight. The second round, I guess you could give it to Montel as well. Daniel Marcos will be back. He will be back. Ponzinibbio, he's done, man. I think he's done. His chin is done. He slipped in the first round, and ever since then, he started not to get the hang of it. He won the second round. But you touch his chin and he goes to sleep. Bo Nickel, it's a little bit of a questionable fight because you want to know whether he quit or not, whether he said, I'm done and I'm out of this fight, I need this ref to step in, or whether he was going to go out on his shield. In this game, you can see that a lot, whether there's men that will go out on their shield and die for this sport and die for anything, and some who will, maybe take the easy way out. And I don't want to say he took the easy way out. No. Because RDR is very good. He's that guy. But I will say, guys, that was a performance where you either bounce back from a performance like that or you never bounce back at all. But I think Bo Nickel will be back better than ever. It is what it is. It happens. Lock of the week crashes. It is what it is. We live to see another day. We fight to see another day. It happens. And Sandhagen, 50-50 pops the knee of Figgy. Let's go. Sandhagen all day, baby. Let's get it. Let's go over the bets. I had this crazy one right here. Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney. I had 2 of them. I have 2 of them exactly like this, but one with Teofimo Lopez by decision. So Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney by points or decision. Over 6.5, over 9.5 for the boxing. Bo Nickel and Corey Sandhagen by KO on points. And of course, Bo Nickel comes in clutch, and he always, well, not always, but, it happens, guys. It happens. So that one didn't come through, but that one was very close to coming through. And then this one, I had Ryan Garcia, Ronaldo Romero to go the distance. A little bit of a light play. This is the only best guys that I pretty much made and hit for this week because Saturday I was very busy. Devin Haney by points or decision, over 6.5. That's all. That's pretty much it, guys. Very quick. So let's get into it. Enough gilly gagging, enough gish galloping. UFC 315, Muhammad Bilal Muhammad versus Jack Della Maddalena. Let's get it. 11 fight card, so this one should be a little bit faster. So let's get it. Daniel, Willie Cat Santos versus Jeong Lee. It's going to be one of those fights where it's going to be an absolute amazing scrap. Great way to open up the card. What I love about scraps like this, guys, is this is how you open up a pay-per-view, with a scrap like this. Daniel Santos minus 135, Jeong Lee plus 115. Daniel Santos was scheduled to fight Davy Grant, if you guys know. Shoot the box fighter, explosive leg kicks, plus forward, and is relentless. Prefers to look for subs when taken down. Always hunts for subs while he's on his back. I picked Davy Grant to beat him, but we know that Willie Cat got sick and that fight was canceled. But I picked Davy Grant to win that fight, but Willie Cat is in another fight. Willie Cat is on a 2-fight win streak with wins over John Castaneda and Johnny Munoz. We saw John Castaneda lose to Chris Gutierrez not too long ago. Willie Cat has 5 TKO wins, 2 wins by sub, 4 wins by decision, and his 2 losses are by unanimous decision. Matched up against Jeong Lee, an athletic beast with a record of 11-2, coming off of that brutal first round KO loss to Hyder Emil. We just saw Hyder Emil beat William Gomis, so no shame in losing to Hyder Emil. Hyder Emil is very good. Lee can grapple better than Willie Cat, in my opinion. He can get drawn into a brawl, though, quickly. I will say, normally, him having the longer reach is always an advantage for him. But he loves to just scrap inside the pocket. He gets tagged up a lot because of his style. Lee's original opponent pulled out. Now he has a tougher test in Willie Cat Santos. This is a fight, a very good fight to start off the card. Willie Cat as the favorite seems crazy. The pick is going to be Jeong Lee and wrestle if needed to survive the chaos. Give me Jeong Lee to win this fight by 29-28 unanimous decision. But you guys have to take this rule of thumb, guys. Never bet the first fight. Ivana Petrovic Miller, rule of thumb. Never bet the first fight, guys. If you want to take him, maybe we could do an over 1.5, maybe over 2.5, but we're playing with fire. But just give me Jeong Lee by decision. I'll go 29-28. Let's go, my guy, Jeong Lee. Let's go. Bounce back. Get in that win column, my guy. Let's go. Modestas Bukauskas versus Ian Cutelaba. I didn't have my bottle of water open. Modestas Bukauskas is very good, as well as Ian Cutelaba, but we'll talk about it. Minus 106 for Modestas Bukauskas, Ian Cutelaba minus 120. This is how you open up a pay-per-view. This is what I like. What I like is I like to see fights like this on the prelims. Modestas was cut from the UFC after losing to Jimmy Crute by KO, Michael Olajaychik by split decision, and Khalil Rountree Jr. by TKO. We know that brutal leg kick from Khalil was crazy. He then went on a 4-fight win streak and is welcomed back into the UFC after winning 2 fights. He beats Tyson Pedro in the UFC and Zach Bonga. Then loses to Vitor Petrino. I say this because it seems like Modestas Bukauskas needed those losses in order for him to beat Pacquiao and Rafael Sequeira, or Quequeira. Correct me if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Modestas has great striking, especially now since he's come back. He has great takedown defense, very well-rounded athlete, and can get subs and KOs. Matched up against Ian Cutelaba, who surprisingly is on a 2-fight win streak with wins over Ivan Erslan and Aiemann. A little bit of a tongue twister. Ian Cutelaba is a very heavy-handed glass cannon. He has the power, can be explosive, take you down as well with brute force and just finish you. Cutelaba can be chinny as well. He's made some mistakes before in the past, but his keys to victory here are wrestling, in the wrestling department all day. All of this doesn't matter if Cutelaba just touches Modestas Bukauskas' chin and just puts him out. The pick is going to be Modestas Bukauskas. I like Modestas Bukauskas' money line at a minus 106. But if you guys want to play with fire, maybe over 2.5, because I like Modestas by decision, but more than likely, maybe this fight doesn't go the distance. I will say the reason why I like maybe the over 1.5 is because of the, maybe Ian Cutelaba gets a takedown, Modestas has to get back up. And all that time, maybe the over 1.5 could hit. Maybe the under 1.5 could hit as well, just like in the Rafael fight. I believe it hit in the Rafael fight. Let me double check. Yeah, the under 1.5 hit. That's actually crazy. So maybe the under 1.5 could hit here. I like Modestas to win this fight. Just give me money line at a minus 106. I'm going to go by decision, but you guys know that this fight could end by knockout. Modestas by knockout is the play. You could do Modestas by KO on points, double chance. But just give me the money line. Let's go, my guy. Let's go. Navajo Stirling versus Ivan Erslan, another fight that I'm very excited for. I know a lot of people don't like Navajo Stirling, but I think he's going to get way better with each and every performance. Navajo Stirling minus 295, Ivan Erslan plus 220. Great. Ian Cutelaba's son is on this card too, Ivan Erslan. The only undefeated prospect on this card. We just saw Bo Nickel and Daniel Marcos, 2 undefeated prospects, lose this week. So this can get sketchy, guys. You know that O tends to go. Navajo Stirling at only 6-0 has 4 TKO wins and 2 wins by unanimous decision. He went the distance with both Destanya and Tukotokos. He has very good kickboxing background. He has done Muay Thai as well in the past before. Very good low kicks, great combos, can touch up the body, always tries to work. If he can't finish you, he can maintain his gas tank for all 3 rounds. He was taken down 3 times in his last fight by Tuko, which is a massive red flag, but it happens. Matched up against Ian Cutelaba's son, Ivan Erslan. Ivan Erslan has 10 TKO wins, 1 win by sub, and he will be looking to create violence here. Ivan Erslan is a tricky fighter to deal with, always explodes in your face, doesn't grapple that much, and he looked off against Ian Cutelaba. He was able to get him down, but he still looked off in that fight. Navajo is the pick. Very low confidence because he can get taken down over and over again. He needs to work on his get-up game and more fundamentals of mixed martial arts. In the striking department, Navajo Stirling all day. I like Navajo by KO, but we know that he had a very lackluster performance right here against Tuko, so that's why we do double chance. Navajo Stirling by KO on points. I like it. Let's go, my guy, to beat Ivan Erslan. Let's go, my guy, for his 2nd win in the UFC. Let's go, my guy. Good luck. Good luck, because, man, the undefeated fighters have been getting it. Jéssica Andrade versus Jasudavicius. Jéssica Andrade plus 220, Jasudavicius minus 295. Jasudavicius has one of her toughest tests in front of her with the former world champion Jéssica Andrade. Jéssica Andrade is a powerhouse looking to run right through you, explode with hooks, always darting forward, head over feet, marches forward, works. If you guys know with the Corey Sandhagen Figueiredo, we talked about the head over the feet. Jéssica Andrade puts her head over her feet when she's striking, and that can tend to be a little bit of a red flag for her in the striking department, but she has that power. Jéssica Andrade looked pretty good against Marina Rodriguez and Mackenzie Dern. She just lost to Natalia Silva, who we will talk about later on in this fight, because she has a fight with Alexa Grasso. This card is pretty good. Matched up against Jasmine Jasudavicius, a great wrestler who always pushes. And she pushes you to your limit. Her timing on her takedowns are good. She has very good knees in the clinch. Once she takes you down, she can land some good pop shots and work. It's going to be a lot of fighters that work, that are workhorses. She's coming off of that, one of her best performances yet against Mayra Bueno Silva. Jasmine is on a 4-fight win streak, has the momentum, and can even finish this fight by darts choke or even rear naked choke. She's very good with her darts. She's gotten it multiple times in her career. Jasmine is bigger, should be able to nullify Jéssica once on the ground. But I will say Jéssica Andrade has the power and can make this ugly very quick. Jasmine by submission on points. Jasmine by decision for the dub. Jasmine lost to Tracy Cortez and Natalia Silva, so never forget. Jéssica Andrade has a definite chance to win this fight. Nothing's impossible. But I'm going to go Jasudavicius by submission on points. I want that darts choke to come in clutch. I really want her to get a darts choke. Another one. Another darts choke because she does have a good darts. I would like for her to get a rear naked choke. Because she has one right here, rear naked choke, but she hasn't gotten one as of recent. And if you know, Jéssica Andrade was submitted by rear naked choke with Aaron Blanchfield. Right here, rear naked choke in round 2. So maybe by sub is a little sneaky play, but maybe Jasmine by decision is the key to victory for Jasmine because Jéssica's very tough. Give me Jasmine Jasudavicius to win this fight. Let's go. I'm nervous for her, though. Let's go. Up the card, Mike Malott versus Charles Radtke. Mike Malott minus 250, Charles Radtke plus 190. Jasmine and Mike Malott are teammates. Mike Malott is a very well-rounded athlete. A bit of a suspect chin, in my opinion. Can always manage distance very well and wrestle if needed. He is always getting better with each and every performance. He is 4-1 in the UFC with a Dana White Contender Series win as well. He had lackluster performance against Trevin Giles, which you guys know, same thing with Navajo Stirling. He had a lackluster performance. You know, Mike Malott, he couldn't finish his opponent. So now we're going to see what they got in their next fight. Matched up against Charles Radtke. Honestly, Mike Malott not being able to find a finish sometimes can be a red flag, but it is what it is. Matched up against Charles Radtke, Chuck Buffalo, a guy who I think is a bit weak to the body. Charles Radtke got back in the win column with a great performance over Matthew Semmelsberger. Charles can wrestle very well. I'd say his fight IQ isn't the best in my opinion because against Prates, he just kept letting Prates hold his hand. Prates was reaching out for the hand. Charles, he didn't fight it. He didn't smack it out. He just let Prates hold his hand. He slows down as the fight goes on. He can be open to the body and pull a ghillie sometimes. Always throws with intent as seen in his most recent performance against Matthew Semmelsberger. Charles Radtke, a.k.a. Chuck Buffalo, can wrestle his way to victory here, and also, he could just make Malott quit. We've seen Mike Malott quit before, and like I say, guys, some of these guys have this quit inside of them where you just push them to their limit, and they're willing to let the ref step in. Mike Malott to win this fight by submission or decision, double chance. Mike Malott should be 10 times faster than Chuck Buffalo, but don't count on it. You never know with Mike Malott. I'm going to go Mike Malott by submission on points. Let's go, my guy. Show me what you got, my guy. Show me what you got. Let's see what you got, Mike Malott. Hopefully to finish this fight inside the distance. If you can't, it is what it is, my guy. It is what it is. Marc-André Barriault versus Bruno Silva. Another one of my most anticipated fights. And you guys are like, why is this one anticipated? It's not that really anticipated. The reason why I'm anticipated for this fight is because it's very well matchmaking. Bruno Silva, Marc-André Barriault, they're both on multiple fight losses. Very good matchmaking. Just like Montel Jackson, Daniel Marcos. Just like Downtown Mays, Thomas Peterson. Very good matchmaking. Marc-André Barriault, minus 162. Bruno Silva, plus 126. There's some good Canadian athletes on this card. Both 35 years old, though. Marc is 2-3 in his last 5. Silva is 1-4 in his last 5. 1-800 gambler type of fight, but you know I love it. I can see the over 2.5 hitting here. What I like about Marc-André Barriault is he won't quit no matter what. How tough it gets, no matter how much adversity he's facing, he doesn't quit. He pushes you till he has nothing left. You have to put Marc-André Barriault's lights out in order for him to stop moving forward. He did pretty well against Chris Curtis, in my opinion, as well. Marc-André Barriault has some good kickboxing, can always work, always moves forward. He has very high output. He usually grinds out to win by decision, but he just got put out cold by Dustin Stolfus, and I don't know if his chin is cracked. You guys know when somebody gets cracked for not the first time, but like in a brutal fashion, it's almost like, is his chin cracked? Is his chin going to be the same? Matched up against Bruno Silva, the guy who went to war with Alex Pereira. Bruno has a negative striking differential, can take you down, always gets tagged, and can hang in the pocket more often than I like him to. And the fact that Bruno hangs in the pocket a little more often than I like him to is why I'm picking against him. Bruno Silva has a path to victory here in the grappling department, but seems like he is on a massive skid. He has had his chin cracked by Alex Pereira, and I don't think it's ever been the same since then. This guy went to war with Alex Pereira, bro. Go watch that fight if you didn't. This guy went to absolute war. The pick is Marc-André Barriault. He's on a skid as well, but I think he should be the better fighter here, cardio-wise, fight IQ-wise, and durability-wise. Marc-André Barriault to win this fight. Marc-André Barriault by KO on points. I'll go 29-28 unanimous decision. And Marc-André Barriault, he's putting up some better fights with tougher competition. So let's go my guy Marc-André, Canadian, to get the dub. Brad Katona versus Bekzat Almakhan. This one's another banger fight. Very good fight. Brad Katona's he's a 2-time Ultimate Fighter winner. We saw Juliana Miller win, who was also an Ultimate Fighter winner. But we also saw Ryan Loder lose, who is also an Ultimate Fighter winner. I rate Ultimate Fighter winners very highly. So it's about time we get to see Brad Katona back. I know it's 6 months since he fought, but I love watching this guy scrap. This guy can bring it, and he always shows up to the octagon. He always shows up, and he gives 100% of his effort. Brad is 4-4 in the UFC, most recently losing to Gene Masamoto. He's very well-rounded, good low kicks, can grapple as well, great footwork. He's primarily a striker, always moving, always working. The UFC knows what they're doing, putting Brad versus Bekzat as the featured prelims. I think this is going to be a great fight to get everybody's eyes on the card. Matched up against Bekzat. Bekzat is a dangerous striker with great wrestling. He's coming off of that loss to Umar Nurmagomedov a year and 2 months ago. He dropped Umar badly in that fight, and he made Umar wrestle his way to victory. Bekzat gets you used to the striking, then shoots. Excellent timing on his takedowns, can mix it up. Sometimes it's easy for his opponent to get right back up. He has cardio to help. He can shoot and shoot. The pick is going to be Bekzat Almakhan. He dropped Umar bad. Bekzat Almakhan by KO on points. Bekzat is 0-1 in the UFC. Still has yet to win a fight in the UFC. We know Brad Katona has more fights in the UFC. He's 4-4. I'm going to go Bekzat, but guys, be careful with this type of fight because when you rate somebody very highly coming off a loss, sometimes it get a little sketchy, it could get a little ugly. Give me Bekzat for the dub. Let's go, my guy. Show us what you got, my guy. Let's go. Main card already, baby. This is crazy. Jose Aldo versus Aiemann Zahabi. Jose Aldo minus 215. Aiemann Zahabi plus 164. Another Canadian. There's only 4 Canadians on this card, which is crazy. But I think we could make a nice little Canadian parlay. Not with all 4 of them, but a nice little Canadian parlay. I don't know if Jose Aldo is still in his prime, but this guy loves to get held against the fence. If you can't get off the cage, it's your fault. Former champion featherweight GOAT. Jose is one of the best anti-grapplers in the UFC. You can hold him as much as you want, but I'd be damned if you take him down because Jose Aldo is a very good anti-grappling fighter. The way he blasts low kicks shows he's been kicking ever since he's been able to walk. Jose Aldo has an undeniable ability to enter his flow state and just looks amazing every time he enters his flow state. Against Pedro Munoz, you can tell when Jose Aldo's on. Against Jonathan Martinez. Against Mario Batista, you can see. Against Merab, you can see that fight was already... it was already off. He's already getting held against the fence. But when he's on, even against Peter Yan, we know he fought Peter Yan for the vacant bantamweight title. Against Peter Yan, he's putting it on. He's fast. Very high, fast twitch muscle. You can tell when Jose Aldo's in his flow state when he's not. It's very, very obvious. Notable performances for Jose Aldo are Marlon Vera, Pedro Munoz, Rob Font, Jonathan Martinez, and I'd say Peter Yan. He went to war with Peter Yan and he got finished in that fight, but it's a very good performance for Jose Aldo in my opinion still. Matched up against Aiemann Zahabi. Aiemann Zahabi's brother, Firas Zahabi, was in GSP's corner. Is very well known for his mastermind game planning. He is the brains. Firas Zahabi is the brains of the team. Studied Javid Basharat and executed an excellent game plan against Javid Basharat. Firas Zahabi, guys, I recommend you guys check out his channel. The amount of info, the amount of knowledge that this guy has, guys, it's something that is learned throughout the game. Aiemann Zahabi's on a 5-fight win streak. Aiemann Zahabi's very well-rounded. The biggest red flag in Aiemann Zahabi's game is just father time, him being 37 years old. Very good takedown defense, good fight IQ, looks amazing. He looked amazing against Pedro Munoz. We know they both did. Seems to be improving each and every single fight. I will say, Jose Aldo's losing to the best, guys. If we really look at it, Jose Aldo's losing to the best. Very top echelon of the bantamweight division. The pick is going to be Jose Aldo. Very low confidence. The thing with Aldo is if he starts working those leg kicks, it's a snowball effect. Before you know it, Aldo's looking absolutely amazing. If Jose Aldo loses this fight, he's done. He's done. I really want to go Aiemann Zahabi. I love Aiemann Zahabi. I like him as a dog. I like his team. I like his brother Firas Zahabi. His channel's amazing. And if they come in with the right game plan and Jose Aldo is just a little bit off, they can definitely win this fight by decision. I like the over 2.5 in this fight, but I'm going to go Jose Aldo, guys. I'm going to go Jose Aldo. I think the discrepancy in skill level is going to be very apparent if Jose Aldo is on his A game. Give me Jose Aldo for the dub by 29-28, unanimous decision. Show us what you got, my guy. Show us what you got. Alexa Grasso versus Natalia Silva. Alexa Grasso plus 164, Natalia Silva minus 215. A very important fight. Number 3 ranked Alexa Grasso versus number 13 ranked Natalia Silva. I say that because this is a massive step up in competition. Alexa Grasso is a very high volume striker, turning strikers and world champions into wrestlers. She is 5-1-1 since moving up to 125 flyweight division. Her moving up to flyweight is the best decision that she's ever made in her career. She got the belt. Obviously, she didn't defend it. But man, she's only lost one time since moving up to flyweight. I enjoy when UFC makes multiple matches in the same division. The winner of this fight is very close to the winner of the co-main event, Maddalena Full Card versus Valentina Shevchenko. I like it when the UFC is cooking like this. When they cook maybe a couple of lightweight fights in the titles for the lightweight belt. Or they cook a couple of flyweight fights in the titles for the flyweight belt. Very interesting. Makes things more fun. Alexa Grasso has terrible takedown defense, lands almost 5 significant strikes per minute. Alexa Grasso has a very good high guard, but her high guard leaves her open to getting taken down. Once down, she's, as we saw against Valentina Shevchenko, she's going to get up if her life depended on it. Mentality is very important for Alexa Grasso in my opinion. She never quits, but she didn't seem so urgent to get up in her last fight against Valentina Shevchenko. Almost like, Leon Edwards, when he closes his eyes, he rolls his eyes back against Sean Brady, and he accepts the position. Silva is a very dangerous striker who can generate a surprising amount of power, very good fight IQ, can make you think she's striking and then shoot. Very good pop in her shots, very athletic. Notable performances from Natalia Silva are Jéssica Andrade, Jasudavicius, and Viviane Araújo. If you guys don't know, Viviane Araújo is very good. The reason why I rate Viviane Araújo very highly is because I believe she beat Karine Silva. Yes, she beat Karine Silva by decision most recently at UFC 309, which was a very good performance from Viviane Araújo. I'm going to go Natalia Silva, guys, for the pick. It's going to be Natalia Silva to wrestle her way to victory. I think she's going to have to wrestle because we know Alexa Grasso, she actually has some very underrated power. I believe she dropped Valentina Shevchenko. The thing with Alexa Grasso is she never defended her belt. She went to a draw. Okay, so she got that sub against Valentina. You could say that she was losing that fight. Got that draw. You could say she lost that fight, but the only reason it went to a draw was because of the 10-8. In Mexico City, of course, and then she clearly lost dominantly to Valentina Shevchenko. The pick is going to be Natalia Silva, over 2.5. I'm going to go Natalia Silva by submission on points. The reason why I say submission on points is because I don't think she's going to finish Jéssica. I mean, I don't think she's going to finish Alexa by KO. I'll be very surprised. I'll go Silva by submission on points. Let's go. Most likely outcome, Silva by 29-28 unanimous decision. Let's go, my girl. Show us what you got. Next fight, Valentina Shevchenko versus Maddalena the Beast Farad. If you know, you know, guys. Look at my Tapology picture. Look at my Tapology picture, guys. Literally my Tapology picture. If you guys want to follow, sorry, I did not mean to make that loud noise, but if you guys want to follow me on Tapology, guys, it is useless. You can just follow me, guys. You guys can see how I did. I always post my pics. Useless. I got my blue belt. So you guys want to follow me on Tapology? Give me a follow. I'll follow you back. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. It's going to be an amazing fight, guys. My little profile picture, guys, is Maddalena Farad. So if you guys know, I got a 66.2% accuracy. I've been doing this for a little bit now. If you guys know Maddalena Farad was my first profile picture after Tracy Cortez. Let's break it down. Plus 122 for Valentina Shevchenko. Maddalena Farad minus 156. One of my most anticipated fights on the entire card. You guys know I love a good co-main event. My most anticipated fight last week was Bo Nickal versus RDR. My most anticipated fight this week is Maddalena Farad versus Valentina Shevchenko. I remember when Valentina Shevchenko had a very super close fight with Talia Santos. Ever since then, she's been in much closer and competitive fights. Right after she beat Santos, she lost and was forced to wrestle her way to victory. She has been wrestling much more ever since losing her belt. Valentina has defended her belt multiple times, always can adjust very well in between rounds. In fact, I think that's one of her best abilities that she has, her ability to adjust. Not only in rematches, but in between rounds as well. She has 37 takedowns in her last 8 fights, 16 against Alexa Grasso. Valentina Shevchenko defending her belt for the 8th time, but this will be her first defense since regaining her UFC title. Valentina has a tough test here. In a bigger opponent with takedown defense and very good striking. Matched up against Maddalena Farad. Maddalena has been wobbled before by a head kick by Jennifer Maia. After taking her down, Maia got up and hit her with a nice head kick, but she ate it like it was lunch. She ate it. She licked her fingers right after. If you guys want to look at some tape study, guys, go look at that fight with Jennifer Maia. I like that head kick that Jennifer Maia landed. You know, Maddalena Farad got a little dazed, but she ate that like if it was for lunch. I like Maddalena Farad. She's a beast. She can wrestle. She uses her height. She uses her reach to her fullest ability. Maddalena has been subbed before by Camila Mons and lost a decision to Cornel Holm and lost a split decision to Leah McCourt. She only has 1 loss on her record. I believe the other 2 didn't count. Her only loss on her record is the split decision loss to Leah McCourt, but you can see that she has multiple losses on Tapology if you look right here. She's been subbed before. I don't know if it was because it was sometimes exhibition or sometimes when it's like a finale, like Ultimate Fighter finale, sometimes they don't count it. Camila Mons, she got subbed, rear naked choke round 1, and then Cornelia Holmes, she lost by decision. In 2017, 2016, very long ago, but those aren't counted on her record. Maddalena was a dog in that fight against Erin Blanchfield. Maddalena should have more weapons in her arsenal than Valentina in the striking department. Not only her side kick is very good, she has oblique kicks, but she has a very good 1-2 uppercut. She's great in the clinch as well. She works, makes this fight very close and competitive, makes this fight very even. She has a great striking differential of 6-3. She always manages to get a takedown, and showed her phenomenal takedown defense in her most recent fight, 5-round fight against Erin Blanchfield. Maddalena was a dog against Erin Blanchfield until the live betting, and then she was a favorite. I think a live bet is very interesting here as well. If Valentina, is getting the takedowns early, and there's plus money on Maddalena Farad. I know Maddalena Farad has that cardio to win the 3, 4, and 5. Valentina does as well, so maybe a live bet on either side is very valuable here. I'm going to go Maddalena Farad to win the belt, guys. Give me Maddalena Farad to become the new flyweight champion and new by 48-47, 49-46, and 48-47 unanimous decision. Let's go, my baby girl. Let's go. Show me what you got. If you guys know, you know. My profile picture is literally Maddalena Farad since the day I created this YouTube channel, guys. One of my most iconic profile pictures was Maddalena Farad, guys. If you know, you know. Let's get it. 2905 gang. Belal Muhammad versus Jack Della Maddalena. Belal Muhammad minus 240, Jack Della plus 182. An excellent main event. Belal defending his belt for the very first time. He was supposed to defend it against Shavkat, but now JDM is here. Belal is a very good chain wrestler who can maintain top control like no other. Averages a little more than 2 takedowns per fight. And you know why he averages a little more than 2 takedowns per fight? Because he has that amazing top control. Belal is one of those athletes that is on his way to becoming one of the greatest, if not one of the greatest, in the welterweight division. Take that with a grain of salt, though. I will say he can hold you down. Once down, he can work, land some good popping shots. Barriault was getting reversed against Leon Edwards. But we all know it was late. You know, there's a lot of factors that take into that fight. Barriault has been in the UFC since 2016. Barriault has only been finished once in his entire career by Vicente Luque, and if you know, he went to go avenge that loss. By far one of his greatest performances ever against Vicente Luque, because we know Vicente Luque is a powerhouse. Finished him the first time. He avenges his loss with a beautiful 5-round decision win. Barriault is 15-3 in the UFC. Won against Leon Edwards, showed levels. I don't think Barriault is chinny, but we have seen him get wobbled a little bit of times. You know, against Leon Edwards the first time. The 5th round as well, he got caught up pretty badly because he got on the bottom position. Matched up against JDM, a very heavy-handed boxer with extremely high finish rate. He has 12 TKO wins, 2 wins by sub, and 3 wins by decision. But 2 of those 3 wins by decision are by split decision, which means that Jack Della, if it goes to the distance, he tends to make the fight a little bit more closer than it needs to be. JDM needs to finish. He needs to finish Barriault if he wants to win this fight, or get him tired with a relentless amount of ability to get up, scramble, Grammy rolls, reversals, get Barriault tired, and then put the pace with the body shots, touch up the body. JDM can get taken down, but he scrambles very well, and he's very urgent to get up, much like Manafort. They don't accept no for an answer. 70% takedown defense for JDM. He has good judo, trains very well, and he trains with Craig Jones. He's coming off of that win over Gilbert Burns, which was super close fight, 1-1 heading towards the third. In my opinion, though, I think JDM had control of that fight, other than him getting taken down 7 times in that fight. But I do think JDM was still putting in that work and winning that fight. Even if it went the distance, I think JDM was going to win that fight, but he was getting control in that 3rd round. I don't think the same knee that he landed on Gilbert lands on Barriault. The body shots are the key to victory. Work the body, work. Head upstairs as well. We know against Randy Brown, this guy touches up the body, touches up upstairs. Against Kevin Holland, against Basil Hafez, he turns all these guys into grapplers. JDM striking is so special. He overwhelms you with an insane amount of volume, heavy-handed volume, mixes in the body shots, opens up your head, and lands upstairs, and he can pack a punch. Barriault standing with JDM seems like a questionable thing to do, but we know when you become champion, guys, you get 30% better, so I wouldn't be surprised. Barriault should be able to win this fight, and Barriault, he surprises us every time. The thing that makes this fight tricky is the cardio factor, the scrambles, the Grammy rolls, and the amount of volume and takedown threat from Barriault. I will say, the scrambles are on JDM's side, the rolls, the volumes on JDM's side, but the takedown threat makes this fight even. Barriault is on his way to becoming one of the greatest welterweights of all time if he can win this fight and beat Shavkat, of course. As much as I hate to admit it, guys, I want to go Jack Della. Maybe a live bet for Jack Della is very open, but I'm going to go Belal Muhammad by 48-47, 49-46, and 48-47 unanimous decision. Unfortunately, guys, I think he moves to 25-3. We know, though, that Islam Ilya is banking on the winner of this as well. So maybe if Belal wins, maybe we get Ilya versus Islam. We don't know. It is what it is. It happens. I will say, guys, 15-3 is very, 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 very amazing to be in the UFC. Not many guys go 15-3. That is something special. Even if he goes to lose to JDM, 15-4 in the UFC is something that not a lot of people can do. Give me Belal Muhammad, more experience. Get the ball rolling, win this fight by unanimous decision. I'll go 48-47, 49-46, and 48-47. Maybe he gets dropped one round. Maybe he gets wobbled. Maybe he loses one round. But I think he takes over, controls the fight, wins at least 4-1, if not 3-2. I'll go Belal Muhammad to win this fight by unanimous decision. 48-47, 49-46, and 48-47. I would love a JDM win, though, guys. You guys know me. I trade a Bo Nickel loss for a Manafort as champion. I hope you guys have a great day, guys. Let's go. Let me know what you guys think. Let's get it. Let me know what you guys think of this card, guys. Do we get another fight added? Do we get a late, like a short notice replacement for BSD? We know BSD versus Joel Alvarez was supposed to be on this card. Do we get a short notice replacement? What's going to happen? Let me know what you guys think, guys. Let's get it. The best is blessed, baby. Lock of the week streak starts from 0. But what do I say? The best thing about rock bottom is that there's only one way to go, and that's up, baby. So let's go. Stay tuned on Wednesday, baby. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys for all the support. Drop me a like. You guys always support, guys. You guys are the best. I love you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Let's see it. The best is blessed, baby. See you at the top. Let's get it. Hey.